What's going on, guys? It's your boy Mag Dog TV coming back with another one. So it looks like Josina Anderson, NFL insider, took to social media in frustration with a football team in regards to an unnamed coach talking about Shedeur Sanders being arrogant. We also have another insider speaking about his thoughts of the breaking news, along with a bonus clip of me pointing out that primetime Deion Sanders had prepared Shedeur Sanders for this months ago. Nobody's going to break this information down better than Mag Dog TV. Get your seats buckled, man. Let's get it.
Every other city I go, from Colorado to the Bayou I go. Y'all know the motto, get a info I know. My people know it's Mag Dog TV, let's go. To every other city I go, from Colorado to the Bayou I go. Y'all know the motto, get a info I know.
So once again, as I said before, NFL insider Josina Anderson just took to Twitter explaining what this unnamed QB coach, as far as an evaluator, had to say about Shedeur Sanders. I'm going to read exactly word for word what she stated on Twitter. So you guys just buckle your seat. Get your popcorn ready, man. This is going to be a long one, so let's get right to it. That way we can have a full understanding of what the hell is going on about Shedeur Sanders. She said, I am disappointed to hear that a quarterback's coach from a team drafted in the top 7 referred to Shedeur Sanders as coming off as brash and arrogant in his team interview and making his assessment known to a number of people per source. I'm purposely not naming the team as not to directly call the team out. I'm just sharing that this coach's personal assessment is the direct opposite from how Sanders came across to many reporters in his press conference with the media at the Combine. Sanders appeared to go out of his way to acknowledge multiple media members, regardless if they were recognizable or not. He seemed cordial, polite, witty, thoughtful, along with being confident, as many athletes are. Alternatively, these observations were distinctly different from how another quarterback prospect came off to some in the media last year in Indy. According to league sources, said QB coach seems to have issue with the culture of athletes who have broad fame and financial success before entering the NFL, and in their opinions, appears to them to have a problem. Certain athletes, I'll leave it at that. She went on to say, this is how pre-draft evaluations can get jacked because of evaluators who don't seemingly possess the discernment to detect intangible traits that are connected to the will and drive to win without being a stat or delineated in an analytics report. He literally, Deion Sanders' son, and despite growing up different from most, seemed fairly grounded. Hopefully any potential bias towards the culture are being checked at the door as not to unduly impact stock and business. The modern day college athlete is evolving, as is the scale of business and opportunities surrounding them before entering professional leagues. Adaptation sounds necessary, and not just for the Sanders. Adaptation sounds necessary and not just for Shedeur Sanders. My correction in regards to reading that. She went on to say in the comments, lastly, the coach is also not in favor of getting him. That is what prompted my post, because there are other folks in the building who disagree with this assessment. The comments, all of which I did not report, were over the top, even beyond football. Sanders is obviously a marketing star as well. So before I give you guys my analysis and my thoughts of this breaking news, let's take a look and see what some of the fans are saying in regards to what she stated. One person writes, blast them, why hold back? I agree 1000%. If we're going to sit here and blast Shedeur Sanders, let's blast the person that said it. Another person wrote, I'm willing to put money that it's the Raiders and it's not them, it's the Browns. If not them, it's the Browns. Which this brings to my point in regards to primetime Deion Sanders being the best person behind Shedeur Sanders, the best agent out there ever in regards to Shedeur Sanders, the best mentor out there for Shedeur Sanders. Months ago, primetime Deion Sanders had already warned Shedeur Sanders that there will be some teams out there that will intentionally try to bring down Shedeur Sanders just so they can take him. I want you guys to take a listen to hear what Deion Sanders had to say months ago, and then we're going to continue this video.
What could be brewing?
Yeah, I want to know what could be growing. First of all, why are you the only kid that hate no?
And let's play a little game at the end.
Yeah, but why are you the only kid in the draft, potential first picks or whatever pick, that they hate on? Why are you the only one? You know why?
Because you prime time.
No, because they want you to slide to their team. It's game. It's game. But we know the game. We Sanders, baby.
So whoever that made that statement may be the team that actually drafts Shedeur Sanders. It's all strategic at the end of the day. That's how I look at it. I don't even feel like whoever made that statement really believes he's arrogant. I think they just made that statement to Josina Anderson just so she can put it out there so his draft stock could potentially decreases, because if it decreases, guess what? If he comes down in the draft, you can actually select him, and it makes the most sense. But as I said before, guys, this is pretty much insane in my personal opinion. It's actually funny, if we're being honest. There's another NFL insider that has something to say in regards to this topic. I want you guys to take a listen to hear what this other NFL insider, Mark, another NFL insider, Mark, speaking about Shedeur Sanders' NFL draft stock falling. And if it was falling, NFL teams want it to fall because, as I said before, they want to pick Shedeur Sanders, because if it don't fall, they can't pick him at the end of the day. And Josina Anderson definitely has a very good reason to go on Twitter and defend Shedeur Sanders, because in that interview she had with Shedeur Sanders at the NFL Scouting Combine, Shedeur Sanders gave her time, attention, and entertainment. Take a sneak peek of their interview before we get up out of here.
It's truly Josina Anderson. And one thing I noticed about you is that the Sanders charisma, the joy, all of that is genetic. So what I'm just kind of trying to figure out right now is, what would it take for you to be fulfilled professionally or even non-professionally, just in life as a person?
Opportunity. That's it. I know what I'm able to do with the opportunity. I know what I'm able to do in a moment. So that's all that matters to me, is just getting the opportunity to be able to prove myself.
Now, your teammate, Travis Hunter, said that it's important for him to be number one. So if Chad Brinker of the Titans were here, or Mike Berganzi, what would you say to them as to why it should be you?
Why I should be number one? Do you want your franchise changed? I'm asking that question. So I know I've done it 2 times, Colorado and Jackson State. So nobody else has done that here besides Travis.
Now, it's easy to just notice the glitz and glamour about you. Obviously, the jewelry, bling in my eyes, and all that other
But
stuff.
I like your change, though.
Oh, you like it?
Yeah,
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I appreciate it.
It matches the aesthetic.
Okay.
I see you in gold.
Okay. You see me. You see. Okay.
Timberlake.
Okay. So, but here's the thing. So, what's the hardest thing that you've gone through in life, though, that's actually affected your soul as a man?
I'll say the loss of my grandmother this past year. I'll say that's what it is, and I don't really speak on it much because I don't need no sorrow, or I don't need anybody, feeling any type of way. But that was my first loss in my family I ever had. So going through that before the season, it was truly tough, and now it just gave me, more of a purpose to play the game.
Last little thing here. So I used to freestyle myself.
Yeah.
When I was at UNC. So if I do a little freestyle, will you keep the beat for me and tell me how I do?
I'm not good at doing the beat. I'm not good at multitasking.
Okay, well, you listen to me, you tell me how I do. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
You ready? All right, so here we go.
What's the topic, though?
Can I just go?
Yeah, I got to know what direction you're going in, but I got you.
All right, here we go. In 3, 2, my name is Josina, and I went to UNC. I lived in the upper quad, and I resided in 413. All the freshmen sweat me because I lived in Manly, while the rest was sweating bullets. I just be chilling in my AC. So I be representing DC, always doing my Maryland thing. It's my duty to keep it real. Don't want to talk that Southern slang, so I be learning all the ropes from South Square to Franklin Street. See you in Seaman with all their lines and all their jives and trick or treats. How'd I do?
I've been pulling up in the lounge.
Hey.